president, you have been elected to serve in the highest office to which any member of the association may be elected. Your election reflects the high esteem in which you are held by your fellow members and the confidence they have in your ability to successfully lead this association in 2012. Your job is as important as it is difficult. For what you do in the coming year will have a lasting impact on the future of the association. As the chief elected officer, you are charged with presiding over all meetings of the board of directors and the general membership. You are also charged with all the duties and responsibilities as outlined in the AAGO bylaws. To accept the duties and responsibilities as president, please raise your right hand and say, "I will."
I will.
As installing officer, I hereby declare you duly installed as president of the Department Association of Greater Orlando. Congratulations.
I'm filled with gratitude and have the rare gift of being able to use a forum like this to say thank you. First, I want to thank my amazing team at 12 and everyone at the Klein Company. If it was not for your professionalism, your support, and your just plain awesomeness, I could not do this. I'd like to thank the entire AAGO staff, the committee chairs, and the members who do all of the heavy lifting but don't always get the credit for it. Thank you to all of the AAGO past presidents who are willing to serve long after their terms are over, and especially to Gary Bradburn, who allows me the privilege of using his cell phone as my own personal bat signal. Thank you to the board of directors, the executive committee, and especially Greg Gerard, who I'm convinced has the biggest heart in the business. Thank you to my best friend Mindy of 20 years, who is exactly like me, except extremely talented. Lisa Robinson, Lisa Porter, who has to promise me she will always sit close enough to me to kick me under the table when I need it. Desiree, my twin. Tammy Connolly Swanson, and I love saying Swanson. Nikki, Annette, Diana Gow, Leslie, Jody, and all of the other amazing women who support me in friendship. I am a better everything because you are in my world. Thank you to my family, to Janice, who blazed the trail for women presidents like me, to Doug McGrath, who we all miss very much. Doug gave so much to this industry, but for me, he's the person who taught my husband to be the best father I know. And speaking of my husband, who is my arm candy, I would not be here if it were not for your love and support. And finally, to Nathan and Mia, who are very good about sharing mommy with other people. As much as I love the title Madam President, nothing means more to me than being your mom. So now that I've gotten all the sassy stuff out of the way, even though I'm a mom and my kids are here I found my own way within this organization in the intervening years. Since that time, I've seen us grow, adapt, and try to right ourselves in this constantly changing economic landscape. Gary has led our organization through 5 hard years, where we didn't just survive, we grew and flourished. I believe we are the strongest, most financially sound, best represented, best supported association in the state. But that doesn't mean that there isn't room for improvement. I believe there are some basics that we can get back to. Saying thank you more often. Making sure every decision that we make gives you the maximum bang for your buck. That we use your time wisely. That we're supporting the masses and catering to the niches, and beyond all of that, creating a culture of service. As much as I love the saying, I can't take credit back, but this year, Aago's getting her swagger back. The biggest change of 2012 will be in the loss of Gary Scarborough. He has led our organization and served us for 11 years. We are sorry to see Gary go and know that CFA is going to thrive under his leadership. In December, your board of directors voted to put out an RFP for the executive vice president position. I was selected to chair that committee, and I'd like to thank the other committee members, Carrie Bradburn, Greg Gerard, Dana Caudell, and Reuben Parker, for their willingness to serve during the most difficult time of the year. We took the role very seriously and worked diligently to complete the directive of the board within the required time frame. From the resumes received, we interviewed some fantastic candidates, and I'm thrilled to announce that your board of directors has approved the recommendation of the selection committee to appoint Chip Tatum. I got my drink of water, that's right. Chip Tatum has been selected as the EVP not because he is the known candidate, but because he is the best candidate. Chip is passionate about AAGO, has a commitment to our success, and has the rare background of thoroughly understanding the property management industry that we service and management of the association. This year, Chip and I will continue to ask the right questions, a process started this past year by President Greg Gerard, to put the needs of the organization as a whole above the needs or agenda of one individual or one small group, to get back to the basics of what we do and who we serve. If you're on the management side, we are working to give you more opportunities to engage with shorter time commitments, social functions to mingle with colleagues, and educational opportunities that are more specialized. If you're a supplier, we're working to coordinate sponsorship efforts between committees, give you greater access to decision makers with strategically timed meetings, and help you foster the relationships that will ultimately grow your business. No matter what side you're on, your board and committee chairs are excited about the services and opportunities being offered to you in 2012. I invite you to join me in getting back to basics this year. We are an organization that's built on volunteers and their service. If you are currently serving the organization, I thank you for your contributions. If you've been thinking about serving and don't know how, ask one of the people that you saw sworn in tonight. We can help you guide you into which area is best fit based on your individual interests and goals. Thank you for your time tonight, the privilege of serving you as president, and the last 8 rewarding years I've served with you with AAGO. I can't wait to get started, and as Chip Tatum says, help Aago get her swagger back.